On a day when the sky itself seemed to grieve and the wind whispered secrets of sorrow, Kyoto awoke to an unsettling stillness. The iron fist that had tried to unify Japan died or disappeared. Oda Nobunaga, one of Japan's most influential daimyos, got betrayed by his most trusted general. Admiration would end in betrayal, and the political fallout in Japan would send a nation back in time. History would soon mark the events at Honno-Ji as one of the most mysterious and fateful in Japan's tumultuous past. What truly happened at Honno-Ji, and what secrets lie behind the mysterious death of Oda Nobunaga? It is a question that has puzzled historians and experts alike, and today we will try to solve it. Let's dive in. At the heart of Kyoto, Honno-Ji Temple once stood as a silent witness to ambition and power. On that fateful day in June 1582, the temple became the stage for an event that altered the course of history. As early morning light struggled through a heavy grey sky, the calm was shattered by the sudden eruption of battle. Amid the chaos of clashing swords and the roar of flames, Oda Nobunaga, Japan's formidable unifier, faced a dire moment. Historical records tell that with his forces overrun and escape impossible, Nobunaga chose to commit suicide through the traditional way of seppuku, which is seen as an honorable act of self-determination. Yet as the day ended and the flames died out, no body was recovered. This created only more questions and conspiracies to run wild. After his supposed death, a half-wooden statue was chosen to be burned as a substitute for Nobunaga's body, and his ashes were carefully collected into an urn. Thus the official narrative of Nobunaga's death is etched in history, a tragic end at Honno-Ji, marked not only by the loss of a great leader, but also by the mysterious disappearance of his mortal remains. The enigma deepens with the question, where did Nobunaga's body go? With his remains never recovered, society was left to wonder whether the absence was mere wartime chaos or something far more deliberate. Over the centuries, numerous theories emerged. Some believed that Nobunaga had secretly faked his death, retreating into obscurity to return at a future moment of national need. Others speculated that his true remains were hidden by loyalists determined to preserve his legacy, concealed in a secret mausoleum or sacred site. I even heard about local folklore stories being passed down through generations, and talks of mysterious rituals being performed in secret after his death. But if there's any truth to this claim, remains shrouded in mystery. Till this day, the question of what happened to his body remains unanswered, and continues to spark debate among historians and the public, leaving the question of Nobunaga's final resting place as one of Japan's most enduring mysteries. The betrayal at Honno-Ji is inseparable from the figure of Akechi Mitsuhide, a trusted general whose motives had stirred debate for centuries. Mitsuhide was once a close confidant of Nobunaga, sharing in the glories and burdens of his campaigns. Yet in the final hours, his actions reshaped history in an act of shocking betrayal. Sources such as the detailed accounts in Ota Gayuchi's Chronicle of Lord Nobunaga reveal that Mitsuhide had long carried a complex mix of emotions. He admired Nobunaga's visionary leadership, but this admiration got intermingled with a deep-seated resentment and personal ambition. Some chronicles suggest that Mitsuhide felt undermined by Nobunaga's ruthless decisions and believed that his own talents were being overlooked. Others imply that Mitsuhide saw an opportunity to seize power in a land rife with constant strife. In the days before the betrayal, hushed discussions among his peers and subtle signs of discontent hinted at a brewing internal conflict. When the moment arrived, Mitsuhide rallied support from those disillusioned by Nobunaga's iron-fisted methods, turning loyalty into an intricate web of ambition and regret. The emotional weight of this betrayal, as chronicled by historians like Stephen Turnbull, paints a picture of a man torn between duty and desire, a betrayal that would forever haunt the annals of history. Beyond the official account, alternative theories about Nobunaga's death have emerged. drawing on a variety of historical texts and modern scholarly debates. In the book Japonicus Tyrannis, the Japanese warlord Oda Nobunaga reconsidered. Historian Jeroen Pieter Lamers suggests that Nobunaga's death might have been a prearranged sacrifice, a deliberate act to preserve his revolutionary legacy from falling into the hands of his enemies. Stephen Turnbull's Military Histories also highlights discrepancies in the traditional accounts, proposing that internal court intrigues and personal vendettas within Nobunaga's inner circle may have played a larger role than previously thought. Other documents, such as those compiled in Ota Gaichi's chronicles, contain subtle hints of secret plans and hidden maneuvers that point to a more elaborate orchestration of events. These sources, along with contemporary academic articles and conference papers, offer tantalizing evidence of conspiracies that go beyond a simple act of suicide. The accumulation of these diverse perspectives has fueled ongoing debate and inspired countless conspiracy theories, each contributing to the enduring mystery surrounding Honno-ji. While the mystery of Nobunaga's death and the fate of his body continue to stir public imagination, the political impact of his demise reshaped Japan in profound ways. With the sudden void left by his disappearance, rival factions found themselves scrambling to reassert control over a land already fractured by decades of conflict. In the wake of his death, the established order was thrown into disarray. Nobunaga's carefully constructed system of reforms, which had streamlined administration and centralized power, began to crumble as ambitious leaders fought for dominance. It was in this turbulent environment that figures such as Toyotomi Hideyoshi rose rapidly, using the chaos as an opportunity to consolidate power and further the dream of unification. The dramatic fall of such a towering figure sent ripples through the corridors of power, altering alliances and shifting the balance of political influence. The vacuum left by Nobunaga's absence created a period of intense political maneuvering and reorganization of a transitional phase. These events ultimately set the stage for the eventual establishment of the Tokugawa shogunate. Though the immediate political impact is often seen as a period of instability, it also marked the beginning of a new chapter in Japan's history, where the legacy of a unifier would live on through the determined efforts of his successors. Oda Nobunaga's dream of a unified Japan would be realized shortly after his death by the Tokugawa shogunate. Our story began with one overarching question: what truly happened at Honno-ji and what secrets lie behind the mysterious death of Oda Nobunaga? Through examining the harrowing events of that fateful day, the unanswered questions regarding the whereabouts of his body, the emotional depths of Mitsuhide's betrayal, and the array of alternative theories offered by scholars, a rich and complex tapestry of history emerges. Moreover, the immediate political void set in motion by Nobunaga's demise almost destroyed the dream of a unified Japan, but ended up paving the way for the next era of Japan's unification. Though definitive answers may forever elude us, the legacy of Nobunaga's final moments continue to inspire debate and wonder. I want to thank you all for listening, and I hope to see you again in our next video. Until then, I'm the Chronicler, reminding you to like, subscribe, and remember that history is written in mystery.